Hi Tom. All right, so as mentioned, I'll try to give you some hints for improving your website. So first things I'm going to see is the responsiveness. So your website is not mobile friendly, right? So if you're browsing your website from a smartphone, like an iPhone, for example, you'll have an issue. You have to zoom in, zoom out, scroll laterally or scroll vertically to see what's going on and to be able to read your content. So nowadays, like all the websites should be mobile friendly. It will help your search engine optimization. Google will analyze your website and will classify it as mobile friendly. So you're more likely to be ranked higher if you have a mobile version of the website. So the mobile version can be like very it should be one column. So instead of having like all these menus here, we should have only one menu altogether. We should have only one column that can be resized upon the smartphone resolution. So if I'm clicking here, for example, like this is what your website will look like on a mobile version. You can see like it's not mobile friendly because it's not squeezing. Okay, so it should squeeze and adapt to the resolution. Here I need to scroll laterally to see what's going on, so it's not mobile friendly. So I would strongly advise you to transform your website into a mobile friendly website. That's the first point. Second point is you're talking like your website talks about Canadian residency and non-residency advice. This stuff, it's an image here. I can see it's an image, so it's not plain text in HTML, which means that the Canadian residency and non-residency advice and referrals text is probably not properly detected by Google, so it won't help your search engine optimization. If you'd have the Canadian residency and non-residency in plain text in the code, that will definitely help you out in ranking on Google. So you'll be likely to rank higher for these particular keywords, Canadian residents. So switch the image. So you should remove this image and transform that into like text, plain text in HTML. That's not hard to do, but should be done. Then the URL. So the URL. So the URL is the address of any page, right? So if you click on any page here, like payment, here you can see the URL. It's this. This is not search engine friendly URL. What you want that is instead of having this, you want like a keywords here. So payments. If I click on, I don't know, tax advice, instead of having this, I want tax dash advice or Canadian tax advice for non-resident, for example. That will help your ranking in search engine. So you definitely need to change this. That will give you a high boost in your ranking for sure. You should put keywords in it that will reflect the content of your page. So that's the third point. Fourth point, it's the meta title and a meta description. So title of the page is this. So you probably never looked at this tax advice here at the top. This should contain like as many keywords as possible in the reasonable limit. So the title tag should not be too long. It should be maximum 50 characters long. But you should put like better keywords in it. So instead of having tax advice, the title tag should be maybe tax advice for non-resident or tax advice for residents. Having more keywords that specifies your job, because tax advice here, it's too large as a definition, right? Any Canadian could benefit from tax advice, but what you are supplying, it's tax advice really for non-residents or like expatriate or people who come back from an expatriation. So it's a little bit more specific, and you want to specify that in the title tag. This way, you're more likely to rank higher for this particular keywords. Again, it all comes to the keywords and how they've been implemented on your website. Then you got a meta description. So if we're looking at the source page, so that's what your website looks like in HTML. What's your page look like in HTML? If I'm looking for the description of the page here, I can see there's nothing, right? So there's no meta description. So meta description, it's a little bunch of code that will give the search engine a summary of your web page content. It will help your search engine optimization as well. It has to be implemented on each page. So I would strongly advise you to add this description to improve your ranking. Fourth step, fifth step is the HTTPS. So I can see that if you click on contact us or no payments, I can see there's an HTTPS here. Nowadays, Google said that they will improve the ranking of any website that's been supplying content in the HTTPS protocol. So I can see the rest of the website is not HTTPS right now. It's plain HTTP here, so it's not secure. Obviously, you don't need any secure communication because you are just providing like public content. But that's what Google decided like about a year ago. They decide to increase the ranking of any websites that are supplying content in HTTPS. So I advise you to broaden the HTTPS protocol to all your website instead of having it only on payment page. Just install the HTTPS on all the pages. And the last things is Speed Insight. So Speed Insight is a Google tool that will give you some hints about what needs to be optimized for your website. So on mobile, I'm not looking at it because obviously it's not mobile friendly anyway. But on the computer, sorry, it's in French. Yeah, we got that in English now. That's what should be fixed to improve your the score here. That will improve your loading time, and loading time is a big criteria for Google to rank you higher. So the fastest your website loads, and the better you're more likely to be ranked higher on the search engine results. So those are like, it's pretty technical when it's to be done here, but it's doable. So I would advise you to do this as well. So yeah, that's all the point. Like, I mean, there could be maybe lots of like other details in the website to be optimized. There are like the images, for example. If you have some images, you can have like you don't have lots of images anyway on your website, but like for example here, if I'm looking at the code here of your stuff, I can see the alt tag is your name, but the alt tag should be like something more related to keywords. So I would probably put, instead of Berlin to Tom, probably put non-residency consultant, for example, or residency consultant, or stuff like this. That will definitely help you out better. Same thing for the title, like about us page. About us doesn't give you any keywords. Like nobody will search for about us page, right? They will look for they will search probably like non-residency consultant. So instead of having about us as the title of the page, we name it to something more with like specific keywords, like non-residency consultant, for example. Well, a lot, like all of your pages can be technically optimized this way. So based on what I told you, you let me know if you want me to do some of the stuff, everything, or nothing, and I can provide you a quote probably, depending on what you want to achieve. All right. Thank you, Tom. Bye bye.